you could be scammed.
Apparently, this is a huge problem.
Mm,
A huge problem. In fact, people are selling timeshares, people are selling apartments, people are
mm,
selling holiday accommodation.
mm,
And if you are not going to verify the venue, if you're not going to verify the accommodation,
mm.
don't. And especially with, in November we had the Black Friday
Yes.
thing, and everybody wanted to just cash in, and you're getting some lovely bargains. And the problem was, you confirm it today or you lose out. So there's
Mm,
no time to verify. But
mm.
rather verify, ensure that the establishment exists. And today you are very fortunate. Yeah, you're very fortunate that you've got access to internet, etc., etc. So
Yes. So you can double check.
you can double check whether it exists or it doesn't exist or what the position is.
Okay, we're experiencing a bit of a technical issue
Yeah,
because we're getting echoes
it's getting
and
serious echoes.
some feedback. But
Yeah,
nevertheless, the show will definitely go on while
yep,
our tech on duties do fix that.
yeah.
If you are in a PMB, we send a shout out to you because I've been meeting lots of people here on the Souk saying that they do enjoy the show. That Alansar. Okay, I'm trying to stay focused, but this is very disturbing.
It is. But while you're doing that, I just want to read out one readout because you spoke of PMB.
Hmm.
I think of Bawas.
Hmm.
Bawas are at the soup,
Yep.
and they have some great specials for today.
Yep.
Okay, three-piece glass and lunchbox set for only 180 bucks.
Hmm.
A bulk can 350 for a round set with
Oh wow.
one aqua casserole
Hmm.
for free.
Oh wow.
Okay, selected placemats for
Hmm.
at 50 bucks.
Wow.
Okay, and spice racks aqua at 199 and 250 for a 12 set and a 16 set.
Hmm.
So yes,
Absolutely.
Bawas at the soup have got some excellent specials, and if you're on, do come over.
You will not be able to miss them because they are right opposite at the Al Ansar studio. We're now going to break for Asr Azan and we will be right back with more of your favorite topics. We're asking you today, is the customer always right? 0609041056.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة والصلاة القائمة آت محمدا الوسيلة والفضيلة وابعثه المقام المحمود الذي وعدته وارزقنا شفاعته يوم القيامة إنك لا تخلف الميعاد.
اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة والصلاة القائمة آت محمدا الوسيلة والفضيلة وابعثه اللهم مقاما محمودا الذي وعدته وارزقنا شفاعته يوم القيامة إنك لا تخلف الميعاد.
This dua brought to you by Simplex Radio, South Africa's leading retailer of appliances, car sound and home theater systems.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس من الجنة والناس.
This salah is proudly brought to you by Khan's Chemical Industry. May this salah enlighten your soul and bring about endless blessings throughout your day. This salah was proudly brought to you by Khan's Chemical Industry. May this salah enlighten your soul and bring about endless blessings throughout your day.
Having a clean, comfortable home is every homeowner's pride. That's why Khan's Chemicals have developed and manufactured prime yet affordable quality household brands Starlight, Miracle Mum, Exterminate and Angie to care for your home and family. With a wide range of fabric softeners, dishwashing liquids, bleachers and all-purpose cleaners, pine gels, bubble baths and much more, Khan's Chemicals ensures your home remains our number one priority. For sales and other inquiries, call 011 933 4021. Khan's Chemicals, cleaning your home the way you want.
It is exactly 5 o'clock. Oh my word, I'm already wanting to go home. It is exactly 5 o'clock, and it is the afternoon jam brought to you by Bowers. I am here in studio with Faisal, and we are standing in for Fahim Jamada. The topic that we're asking you today is the customer always right? Do through, give us your opinions, yes or no. I say no, they're not always right. Faisal here says yes, the customer is always right. We got a stallholder here who is going to give us her opinion as well before we continue with the interview of what specials she has. But I want to find out from you, if you're listening to us from home or in the car or wherever, is the customer always right? Yes or no? And why do you say that? 0609041056. We'd love to hear from you. Assalamu alaikum, Aisha.
Walaikum salam. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Before we could get into the interview, is the customer always right? Yes or no?
No, but we have to agree with them because at the end of the day,
You have to agree with the customer.
Yeah.
So you value the sale.
We try our best to fix the problem rather than argue and get into a bigger problem. Basically.
Wow.
Yeah.
Diplomatic, that's the word.
Always.
So Faisal, is that what you were saying earlier, saying that the customer is always right?
Absolutely. I don't disagree with that.
As in always right.
Well, unfortunately, you've got to perceive it to be always right. Even if he's wrong, he's right. You see, it's like, it's like your wife. She's never wrong. She's always
But
right.
let's be honest,
That's different.
We get difficult people. I mean,
Yeah.
the world's full of difficult people. You have to be diplomatic in some way.
No, you have
But
to.
Even if
Definitely.
they're wrong. So
Even
you
if
have
they're
to say
wrong.
they're right.
Absolutely. Because once if you tell them that they're wrong, they're not going to conclude the sale. There's going to be problems. And so it's best listen to them, see their point of view, and try to satisfy them so they can purchase it and go on.
Wow. Is the customer always right? If customers are always right, we would never have a thing called customer
And
service,
it's
customer
always
complaining.
easier to say yes, you're right, and solve a problem. It's a quicker process rather than just arguing your life out. And getting
Perfect.
away.
Now, Aisha here, who is already a member of the crew, is actually a stallholder.
Yes.
So she is going to tell us about her stall and what specials and promotions do they have, Aisha.
Okay. So I'm from the stall for Vauda's Interiors.
Yes.
It's basically we started off as a curtaining company 30 years ago. We always hear the story of the owner Aslam speaking about how he started off as one man with one manual drill, and he's now a fully fledged interior decor company, not just curtaining. So it's flooring, carpeting, wall paneling, everything for soft finishing to finish your home basically. So it's not just curtaining anymore. So it's a very broad spectrum.
Wow, that is
Basically.
amazing. So over the period of 30 years, they have evolved so much from curtains to now the entire household.
Exactly, yeah.
Wow.
So we come in, if you want the service of a decorator or a designer, they offer that service as well. We come through from building phase, so there's no mistakes when we have installations. So we offer that service where ladies come through to your home and they measure up and they tell you what to do from that phase up.
Wow. I'd like Faisal to come in here if he has any question. I mean, I'm big on design. I love colors and art. What about you, Faisal? Do you like any of that?
Of course, I love it. It creates a completely different atmosphere, completely different ambience. It puts you in a different mood at all. And I know lots of my friends, families have used Vauda Interiors.
Yes.
And they've done a fantastic piece of work, undoubtedly. So, you're dealing with class here.
Faisal,
But
you're not supposed to be giving compliments, because now they'll think it's your connection.
No, it's the first time I'm meeting Aisha.
But our biggest trump card, let me put you in it's after sale service.
Yeah.
It's very easy to get a sale and to get it done. But when there's a problem later on, it's very seldom that you get someone that actually comes back.
Oh, so we're
So
speaking to
our
the right
biggest-
person about customer complaints.
That's
You
it.
call it the
That's why I
after-sale
said-
service.
Wow.
Okay. Now, the $1 million question I ask everyone that comes in for an interview. you are at the Souk. My first question to you is: this the first time you're at the Durban Summer Souk?
Yeah. it is.
Okay, so I can't ask you compare it to last year how it is. I can't ask you that
No.
question. But what I can ask you, how's it going?
It's going quite well, alhamdulillah. We've got a lot of leads from the show. People that have heard of us, have used us, and are very happy with us and ask for more work. But alhamdulillah, across the board, nationally, and we work nationally, by the way. We work Cape Town, Johannesburg, anywhere in the country. We've
Excellent.
got our network out there.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
And my next question to you, what is the obvious question that everybody, when they walk in, what's the first question that they ask you? Especially at the Durban Summer Souk, at any, what's the first question that they
That's
ask
an
you?
interesting one, Faisal.
Sorry?
I have to
I'm
think
now,
about this one.
I know you're there for the last 6 days or 7 days.
Yeah.
What's the first question?
Do you have a sale on this one?
What are your
Discounts.
6 specials?
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
What are your,
What are your specials?
What are your specials?
We do offer a sale. A special at the show. We're giving away vouchers for 10% off your entire sale, and if you know about interior design and decor, you know how expensive it is. So that 10% goes a long way. So we are offering that at the show.
Awesome
Excellent.
stuff. That is Aisha, who is talking to us about the stall that they have and how she's managing all the customer complaints. So Aisha is the #1 stall holder who has said to us live on air on 90.4 FM that if you are a difficult customer, come through her stall. She's got the discipline, the focus,
The style,
the skills,
Yeah.
the style,
the tact,
everything it
To be
takes
diplomatic.
to be
basically.
diplomatic.
100%.
Wow.
And in fact, the word diplomatic was in my, I'm going to ask that, but I didn't know how to get the correct sentence.
Yeah.
Diplomatic.
Yeah.
But at least you said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always a diplomatic.
Aisha,
Excellent,
Jazakallah khair
excellent.
so much. We
Jazakallah
are
for having me.
continuing.
Thank you so much
Absolute
for joining
pleasure.
us.
Thank you for joining us.
Okay.
We're continuing with the question: is the customer always right?
Have you got any
060-904-1056. Faisal, you're saying?
Sorry, no, I asked, did you get any response? Any WhatsApp messages come through?
Yes, I'm receiving a few messages
go for it. Read them
okay, this one is from Rashida, and she says, "Hi, Kelly, my darling."
Wow.
Hi, Rashida. Shout out to you. Faisal is here with us. That wow was very personal. He's like, "Oh wow, so you don't acknowledge me?" But hi, Faisal.
No. I like the terms of endearment that you used.
I'm reading the message as it came through.
I know. Okay, go for it.
All right, another one. Is the customer always right? Is the customer always right? That is the question we're asking you on 060-904-1056. Now this message says, not always right, because if we give customers the upper hand, they will always try to take it. Sometimes we need to stand for our workers. Absolutely brilliant response. And this is why I was asking Faisal this. Coming from a managerial position,
Mhm.
you have the skills it takes to handle complaints, to create balance between, people who are overly excited and those that are not focused. Now, for a customer who comes into a business feeling or knowing that they are valued, they will never try to prove a point. That is based on my perspective. Now, for difficult people out there who will always be difficult wherever they go, it is important to tell them that they've crossed the line. How do you think as a manager, or if you do have any businesses as a business owner, would you handle a difficult customer without having to degrade them?
See, it's a very difficult situation, but as I always say, that firstly maintain your element of respect and be calm. Listen to what he has to say, and then diplomatically ask him to go to her so he looks forward to the trip. So what I'm saying to you, I mean, I shouldn't be so crude, but deal with him diplomatically and say to him exactly what you want to say to him. Don't make him feel bad, but you've got to make him understand that this is the setup. Also, very important, do not lie. Don't lie to the person. Alright? So you've got to sort of, when you're making your point, don't lie to the guy. Just say to him, this is my response to you, etc., etc., and it won't become a problem.
I see. So Faisal here is all about not extending matters, not escalating matters, but simplifying them and finding a way forward.
Yeah.
By the way, if you are by the Durban Summer Souk, do come through. Bibi Aisha Lahir is having a meet and greet with presenters at the bookshop. So come through, get your book signed by her. It's a beautiful experience having to see all the presenters live here. You hear us every day, 365 days. Now you can finally meet us. Shout out to Suraya from Tongat, who came here, waited for me because I was speaking with Faisal after the break. She gave me a big hug and said, Kelly, I love you so much. And I'm so happy that I got to see you in person. I appreciate that. Jazakallah khair. Faisal, any, not fans, but like listeners that are pleased to see you?
Nope.
Nope. Why?
I don't know.
I mean, you have gray hair, so people should be excited to see you.
I've met many people here.
I'm joking, Faisal. You get people that are excited to see you.
I've met many people here. I was quite surprised that people have heard of some of my shows, etc. But coming to the question of dealing with people, etc. If you have the policy of being conciliatory and confrontational, then you don't have a problem. You can go far.
Is it?
Yes. You got to be conciliatory. If somebody comes to you with whatever issue, don't be confrontational. Don't look at it as a problem. Deal with the issue. Deal with it with a viewpoint that we want a resolution. Deal with the viewpoint that we want the matter resolved. But the minute you become confrontational, I want to prove a point. I am right. Put that ego and all aside. Put that ego aside and just get to the problem and go to it with a view and aim of resolving the problem, and there'll be no issues. You walk out much happier, less angry, and that's the end of the matter.
I hear you. I hear the diplomatic side. I hear the resolution, skills needed. I hear the people skills needed in dealing with human beings. But sometimes I think we set unrealistic expectations, and it's enough to cause mental health or mental breakdowns unless one is able to be vocal about it. So having to say don't confront or don't be confrontational is a bit...
No, you see, when I say don't be confrontational, I don't want to prove a point. I don't want to prove a point. That's the attitude you're going to go with. I want to resolve the matter.
Yeah.
It's very easy for me to prove a point and say things I don't want to say, be sort of controlled by my anger, etc. And then you don't achieve anything. So it's always better try to find a solution. And if you can't, if the person is being unreasonable, then I mean you've done your bit. You've tried to reconcile, and then after you got to do what you got to do. Unfortunately.
Absolutely correct. I hear you, Faisal. You too can let us know on 0609041056. Is the customer always right? As we're wrapping the discussion and moving on to the most controversial one, which is, should arranged marriages be brought back? I know you're probably listening right now and thinking, why are we going back to the olden days? Aren't we moving forward? Faisal just said, let's move forward. Let's look to bigger, exciting things. Why don't we do that? I'm realizing that there is something the older generation knew about marriage and unity and family building that the new generation is not understanding. We're not picking that up.
The arranged marriages and the love marriages are based on different criteria. I mean, if you look at it historically, what was divorce rate in the past?
Let's not use that.
Hold on. Let's compare that to now.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's compare the commitment that both spouses had for each other in the past to now.
Yeah.
Let's look at the family backing that both spouses has from that time and now. And then you tell me whether arranged marriages worked or they didn't work. There's nothing wrong. I repeat, there's nothing wrong with love marriage. Absolutely not. But it's just that from historically, I think arranged marriages have proved themselves.
Well, studies do reveal some positive side to arranged marriages, but honestly speaking, there are also, downsides to it that we cannot turn a blind eye to. People were forced into marriages with people they never liked, and it was hell. They couldn't go back home because if you would walk out, you'd be disowned.
It's for better or worse or terrible. You stay.
Yeah.
You stay. You can't come back home.
You can't come back
because
home.
the family reputation is going to be messed up. What are the people going to say, etc. That was the old thoughts. But in arranging these marriages, I mean, there were lots of matters that were taken into points that were taken into consideration. It wasn't just something my son's going to marry your daughter kind of thing.
Mm.
Family backgrounds, upbringing, etc. All of that was considered. And yes, I might sound a bit orthodox. I might sound a bit old-fashioned. I'm not saying I'm not for love marriages. Please don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But just that I somehow found that these arranged marriages worked.
Yeah.
They definitely worked. Look, okay,
But do you realize that it worked because it wasn't a one person's effort right now? It's like couples are isolated right now. They're on their own. They're figuring out on their own. Back then, it was more about community building,
yes,
and communities would come together. If you had a baby, you wouldn't
exactly.
raise the child on your own. So it was less stress. Don't you think that could be a contributing factor to
Yes,
why marriages
absolutely.
lasted longer?
Absolutely. There's lots of contributory factors, lots of factors that contributed to their success.
Yeah, to the success. Absolutely. That's the word I'm
And then
looking
you
for.
also know the circumstances have also changed. I mean, in those days, you never had both spouses that were generally working. Now you've got both spouses that are
Now
working.
you got both spouses working. Stress on top of stress.
Yeah, the dynamics change.
Yes.
Okay. Also, these days you've got access to various, if I can call them apps. If I can
Oh,
call them.
here we go. The
Okay.
blame on social
No, no,
media
no,
for
no, no, no.
breaking
I'm not blaming.
marriages.
No,
Here
no,
we
no.
go.
I'm not blaming social media. I'm
Yeah.
not blaming social media. What I'm saying to you
I did
is
tell you
that-
I'll put you on the spot, Faisal.
no, 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 no issues at all. No issues at all. What I'm saying to you and what I'm demonstrating
Yeah.
is that today you get an app for everything.
Absolutely.
How to bring up your child, how to treat your spouse,
Yeah.
etc., etc., etc.
Yeah.
Now you are getting influenced by those apps.
Yeah.
And what used to happen is, in fact, in the good old days, note I said good old days, eh?
Yeah.
You heard that? I mean, a grandparent can chastise his grandchild. Today, a grandparent can't do that because the parent is bringing the child up in a particular way. They've got a particular format that they're going to, and you can't upset that.
Mm.
The dynamics have changed,
Dynamics
but
have completely
nothing
changed.
goes against the principle of an arranged marriage.
Mm.
Okay, not all of them not all of them work. I mean, you had those selfish parents who never thought of the sons or the daughters, who never thought that this is what my son wants or this is what my daughter wants, but they thought this is what I want. This is really good for our family.
Yeah.
And the sons and the daughters had to make the best of it, of the situation.
Yeah.
And because of obligation, they're stuck in the relationship and what have you. And and those marriages work. But
Also, just to interject there a bit, if you are listening from home, do not mind the background sound. It is an announcement, and this is the whole experience of the Durban Summer Souk. We are live here at the Durban Exhibition Center, so don't mind the bustling crowd, don't mind the announcements in the background. Just focus on what Faisal is saying, because I'm going to ask him a question that will make him change his opinion right now.
go for it. You
Okay.
you hell bent on putting me on the spot. I'll go into that spot. No, no. As long
Ah,
as it's not a hot
man, I
spot,
really enjoy my time with Faisal. Hey,
go for it.
so for marriages that worked according to you
Mhm.
because they were arranged.
Mhm.
Now, what about those marriages that didn't work even though they were arranged?
Well, there's various factors you've got to consider. Why didn't they work?
Why
were
didn't they
the
work?
parties incompatible?
Yes.
Did they have other interests?
Yes.
Was there outside influence? There must have been several factors, because you may remember, if you have, for example, uh, narcissistic tendencies. So I'm
Yes.
going a bit extreme.
Yes, yes.
But I remember talking to Rabia Cavallo when she was
Yes, with a book launch. A Cult of One.
with a book launch.
Absolutely.
And,
Powerful book.
if you have narcissistic tendencies,
Yeah.
whether you're in an arranged marriage or in a love marriage, you're going to display those tendencies. So you can't blame that to whether it's an arranged marriage or a love marriage.
Wait a minute, Faisal. Here
I mean-
you are being a bit biased, because
no?
when it comes to the success of an arranged marriage,
Yeah.
you do acknowledge that it took a community, it took compatibility, it took accountability, it took a whole lot of work. But yeah, when it comes to the failure of an arranged marriage,
Yeah.
it is the two individual. How does that work?
Sorry, I'm competing with you with the announcements at the background. So I'll see if I can get that question again.
All right. While Faisal tries
No,
to
I'm not
buy
getting it,
some
Kelly.
time to cook up a response, I'm
not
going to
hearing
go
you at all.
on and say what I think. All right.
Okay.
I'm 100% not against arranged marriages.
You are against it.
I'm not 100% against it.
Okay, okay.
I am
okay.
against it when it becomes abusive.
Yes.
And then you cannot walk out
Yeah.
because you'll be disowned, or maybe there's contracts
A
or
huge-
family businesses and stuff like that involved.
A huge problem that we have
Yeah.
is when parents are not sincere and they're not honest. They want their son to marry your daughter, but they won't tell you that the son has got certain problems. They won't tell you that the son has got a
That
drug problem.
part. That's a very important
Okay.
part.
They're going to they want their son to settle down or their daughter to settle down. And what happens once they're in that marriage situation, they know that there's not going to be a breakup, and that girl or that spouse rather, either the wife or the husband, is going to suffer. And I blame parents for that. I can't forgive them for it. I really can't. But the thing is, if you're honest, there's and you must remember, there is a courting period which can be under controlled circumstances. Okay, and in that courting period, the parties can assess each other to know whether they're compatible or not. Note, and I'm putting this disclaimer: under controlled circumstances.
Under controlled
So I'm not saying
circumstances.
boy meet girl, girl meet boy, go on a date. I'm not saying that.
I'm
Although
going to
that's what's
come back
happening
and
these days.
comment on that, the dating side of it. Again, we cannot shy away from this
Yes, no, you
topic
don't.
forever.
Yeah.
It is happening, it is taking place, and that is the most important part about radio. We need to
Yeah.
touch on the topics that are happening within the community
Mhm.
so that we bring solution to the people. But first, I would want you to type, tell us, should we bring back arranged marriages? What are the pros and cons of arranged marriages on 0609041056? For now, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, I'm going to read some of those messages that I see coming in. I love it, love it, love it, love to see it. It is Kelly Ramazani with Faisal MJ Suleiman sitting in for Fahim Jamadar and Ted on the afternoon jam. A beautiful Wednesday afternoon. We shall be back.
What could you say? Where could you go? If time stops, you are standing alone. There'll be a light of space you've never seen before. I'm trying to tell you what you already know. Have you ever been this bad and pray as you cry? One that you apologize or ask him to guide. Now you're standing in this place, it's time to show all the deeds that you've done. The horn has been blown, yeah. ربنا آتينا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا ربنا آتينا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا. What could I say? Where could I go? Where you're the most high, the king of that day. I'll be standing. Oh my, forgive me for my wrongs. Protect me. In your shade, don't let me slip away. Have you ever been this bad and pray as you cry? When did you apologize or ask him to go? Now you're standing in this place, it's time to show all the deeds that you've done. Horn has been blown, yeah. ربنا آتينا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا ربنا آتينا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا. It's you who can save me. Only you can You know how I feel. I know that this day is real. Forgive me, my Lord. ربنا آتينا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا. ربنا آتينا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا.
بشرى لنا نلنا المنى زال العنا وفالهنا. بشرى لنا نلنا المنى زال العنا وفالهنا. والله أنجز وعده والبشر أضحى معلنا. بشرى لنا نلنا المنى زال العنا وفالهنا. بشرى لنا نلنا المنى زال العنا وفالهنا. يا نفس طيبي باللقاء يا عين قري عيونا. يا نفس طيبي باللقاء يا عين قري عيونا. هذا جمال المصطفى أنواره لاحت لنا لنا. بشرى لنا نلنا المنى زال العنا وفالهنا. بشرى لنا نلنا المنى زال العنا وفالهنا. والله أنجز وعده والبشر أضحى معلنا. بشرى لنا نلنا المنى زال العنا وفالهنا. بشرى لنا نلنا المنى زال العنا وفالهنا. يا طيبات ماذا نقول.
It is 28 minutes past 5 o'clock. We are on 90.4 FM. If you are in Durban, 105.6 FM. If you are in PMB, reporting live from the Durban Summer Souk Festival here at the Durban Exhibition Center. It is buzzing, it is happening, and this is the place to be. If you are at home, come make your way here. It's Kelly Ramazani keeping you company with Faisal MJ Suleiman, our station manager. I actually love that.
Kelly, you're playing me up.
Faisal was like, just keep it simple. It's Faisal. But
Yes,
it's
it's simple
Faisal MJ Suleiman, our
Wonderful.
station manager. Round of applause, please. Thank you.
Kelly's in a top mood today, don't mind. Okay. Kelly,
Yes.
do you go fishing?
I tried it once,
And then?
and let me tell you what an experience it was. It requires patience,
Yes.
which is something I don't have. P is for patience. I don't have the letter P in my name.
Okay.
But do you have patience, Faisal?
Depends.
Have you gone fishing before?
No.
Just right opposite us is Fishing Addicts.
Yep.
And we have the privilege of having one of the members from Fishing Addicts here with us. Assalamu alaikum, and who are we speaking to?
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Altaf.
Ataf, yes, tell us, have you, first of all, for you to become a fishing addict, it means you spend most of your time fishing, right? Do you
No,
fish?
you,
Oh
you
my
spend
word.
most of your time shopping.
Is it? Most of your
Okay.
time shopping. How so? It doesn't make sense.
Did you say Altaf? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So you spend most of your time shopping.
Jay, you're buying your tackle before you go fishing. So
Okay.
majority of the time, you're spending your money into the shop.
Okay. Now
So-
we've finished spending, and now we're going fishing. Well, let's come one step back to when we are spending. What are we spending on? Because is fishing an expensive business? Let's start from there.
It just depends on your affordability, but you get different ranges. You get your beginner range, that's
Yeah.
entry level. You get your medium range, and you get your high end range. So basically, you cater for all the categories. It's just not. We just don't cater for fishing equipment, but we got outdoor equipment as well. And
Okay.
it's not just for adults, but kids as well. So we cater across the range.
Wow, interesting. So, for somebody who is a beginner, could they navigate their way through your shop, or is it a lot to take in for a beginner? Or do you offer any tour guides on what to begin with?
No, we give the guys a little bit of knowledge. We direct them in the right way, not just to offload your money.
Yeah.
I'm saying you just have to have an idea of your budget,
Yeah.
and then we give you the best equipment
Yeah.
for the purpose.
Awesome stuff. And how has your Souk experience been?
It has been brilliant. We had a very, very good outcome so far.
MashaAllah.
The guys are happy and astonished, amazed, and happy is like double because they not only have stuff for the wives and stuff, they have something for themselves as well. You know, like the husbands.
Oh, it's a good
So-
thing you mentioned that, because I wanted to touch on that. Majority of the people that purchase from your store, or majority of the fishers, are they male or female?
No, I'd say male.
Male. Now, for a guy that is asking for a weekend away to fish, this is where your promotion comes in. Okay, so word your promotion properly. How would he convince his wife to allow her to
terms of the size of hook, or the size of rod, or the size of reel may not be good for me, but it's good for him.
Yeah.
So it's always open for opinion.
I think she's
So is the
asking
customer always right or not? I see
you.
you.
She's asking you from a different context, not from the product context. I mean,
Yes.
you are the expert on the product. You will
Yes.
guide us. But I come there. This thing should be sold to me.
You're
at
referring just to
$6.99, no,
business-wise, right?
Just from a business concept.
Yes,
Am
from
I
a
right
business
or am I wrong?
perspective.
I mean, you know what? That thing, they should not be like this. It should be like this.
Yes.
This should not be packed in this.
You trust your product. You 100% know what your product is all about. And here comes a customer saying to you, I don't think it should be like that. I mean, this thing doesn't work the way it does or it should work. How do you take that? Is the customer always right?
I would say no.
Faisal, you're lost in this one. I got him on my side. The customer is not always right.
I can see that you're so overwhelming. He's going to be terrified.
I'm joking, I tricked you there, but Jazakallah so much for engaging with us in this conversation.
Thank you so much for joining us. We wish you well. And inshallah, enjoy the last. It's another 4 or 5 days, I think, right? All the best to you. Okay, shukran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We spoke to Altaf from Fishing Addict, is it? And
Yes.
I love the name. The name is excellent, Fishing Addict, because all fishermen are addicts of fishing. Yes, absolutely.
All
Go for it.
fishing addicts, make your way to Fishing Addict stall number 81. And you will be able to find something for you. Also, if you are an addict in fishing, don't just spend time alone. Recruit your wife in the passion, okay? Let her learn how to be still and silent. Now, your messages on 060-904-1056. Is the customer always right? Should we bring back arranged marriages? What do you have to say? Now, this person says, oh, okay. If I read this, Faisal is going to think I'm being
No, read it. Go
biased. So
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay. This message says, my best female presenter is Kelly. I love her and I've met her at the Souk. She is beautiful. Coming from Rashida. Is it from Rashida? Yeah, it is from Rashida. Jazakallah khair so much. Another message says, Kelly, some people might be afraid to talk to their station manager and boss, but Kelly is talking to him like a friend. I guess Radio Al Ansar is family.
I am everyone's friend.
That is true. That is true. But he bribed me, you know. We're not supposed to say this on air.
No, you can't.
But he bribed me. He said, you know what, Kelly, let's put our differences aside. I know you complain almost every day about the station, about me, about everyone. But today we're going on air. Put on a fake, happy smile.
Good.
And said, you know what, let me do it. Maybe there'll be a promotion after this. You never know. You never know.
Never know.
I'm joking. Faisal is an incredible human being. Allahumma barik. He's so easy to work to. He's approachable. And alhamdulillah, you know, I've seen a few people that have been in managing positions. But with his help, there's been a community approach here at Al Ansar, a bit of camaraderie. And it's good to see. It's refreshing. He's the very first manager that I've worked with that actually accepts when he's wrong. So accountability for a manager is a big thing, and alhamdulillah, he has that. There you go, Faisal. I praised you. How much is that? I should send you an invoice.
We'll discuss it later.
We'll discuss it off here.
Okay.
Okay, we'll discuss it off here. I got my promo there. Jazakallah khair so much for your messages. Keep them coming on 060-904-1056. We're asking you, is the customer always right? Should we bring back arranged marriages? Faisal was a bit puzzled. He's like, bring back? It's never left us. It was always there. I mean, Faisal is going to tell us some of the marriages that he has successfully put together or contributed on. You know, but right after this.
Thanks, flying, man.
And this orphan child grew and came to be the greatest man alive. Praying Jannah with me, paved the way for us so we can believe. Taught us all about love, showed us what it means. يا محمد يا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم يا محمد يا محمد بحنانك قلبي
تبسم يا محمد يا محمد so radiant يا محمد يا محمد I train the world to see your face
يبكيك يا خير الأنبياء إني مشتاق لأحبابي من بعد
فما يرضيك يا حبيبي محمد أنت من صلى عليك وسلم أمتي أمتي أدخلها معي أمتي أمتي في الجنة نلتقي يا محمد يا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم يا محمد يا محمد بحنانك قلبي تبسم يا محمد يا محمد so radiant يا محمد يا محمد I train the world to see your face يا محمد يا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم يا محمد يا محمد بحنانك قلبي تبسم يا محمد يا محمد so radiant يا محمد يا محمد I train the world to see your face أحب الوفاء بشتى الصور أحب الوفي الأمين الأغر فأهل الوفاء
absolutely beautiful words there. And you can see it. You can see from the crowd today that there is excitement in the air. There are happy faces. There are smiles, of course, because there are massive deals. People are having lots of sales. There are store holders. I see Shagufta loitering around. You know, we were told not to do that, especially if people are on air. It can be a bit distractive, Shagufta. Nevertheless, Salma, I have to ask you this question before I let Shagufta join us in the conversation. Is the customer always right? Yes or no? No time to think.
No, I don't think. I think this. It's ironic that you're asking this question because just yesterday, we had a situation.
Yes.
Just yesterday.
Yes.
And we were out shopping and we were getting something and the person had a bit of a seemingly a rough day.
Yeah.
And so she had a bit of attitude when serving
Yeah.
us. And I'm the type of person, if I can sense an attitude, I'm going to just let it go, but I'm not going to engage much with you.
Wow.
And then you have my husband who's a little bit like he picks up on that attitude and almost will directly be like, what's your
He
problem?
dives right in.
What is your problem?
It's the two of you create such a beautiful balance.
And I had to be behind him, pinching him,
Yes,
like,
putting him
just
back.
don't say
Don't,
anything.
don't.
Just don't say. But he walked out.
Yeah.
He walked out because for him, you show me a certain level of respect. You are working here, and that was his perspective.
Yes.
My perspective, on the other hand, was like, maybe she's just having a bad day.
bad
Just
day.
let
So
just
you can
buy the thing
excuse
and
it.
leave. You know.
Yeah.
So I think the customers, I'm not necessarily always right, but I do think there's a certain protocol and etiquette to be with a customer because
Yes.
you're representing your brand.
Your brand,
That's the only
absolutely,
reason.
absolutely. Now you touched on something very, very interesting. If the customer is not right,
Yeah.
okay, clearly you trust your product, clearly you trust your services, and this customer just seems to have a bad day. But again, you are representing your brand and you need to act in a very diplomatic manner. How does one engage in that kind of scenario? How do you navigate in that situation? I know
As
you
the brand
said
or as the customer?
no. As a customer, they can do whatever. As a brand owner, as a business
Okay.
owner, how do you deal with that?
Now, again, I've been at the other side of that a few times. Recently, not too long ago, I was running a little side hustle,
Yeah.
side business that I was
Yes,
doing.
we love that.
And I was on the other end. I'm so used to engaging with businesses from a marketing perspective. But when I was actually the business owner,
Yeah.
I encountered people with different temperaments, different
Yes.
styles,
Yes.
mannerisms of speaking.
Yes.
I finally got to understand what people meant when, people send you a message, no hello, nothing. And they're just
Yeah.
like, how much? That's
Yeah.
all they ask, things like that. So I got to see that for firsthand. So I think there's just a certain respect you have to give yourself. And I've seen this with a few people when it comes to your business hours,
Yeah.
when it also comes to your rules. Like you've seen it at certain stalls here where they tell you don't remove the items off the rails,
Yes.
don't touch it. And I think that's important. Create your boundaries as an exhibitor, what's allowed, what's not allowed, and the person needs to respect it. If
Yeah.
you do not want children, don't let your children come in with lollipops
Yes.
and cold drink because you're not respecting that business. And you as a business owner
Yeah.
should just have your boundaries and stay firm. You're not being rude. You're just respecting your business. That's
I
all.
love how you are fully equipped for this topic because you have both the experience of being a customer and being, a business owner.
Yeah.
Many people, including myself, we have been customers for the longest of time and we can die on this argument justifying it. The customer is always right. I make your
Yeah.
brand what it is. But the fact that you shared the experience of being a business owner or working with business owners, you understand it from a different perspective. It's like, hey, hold on. This is something I used to do, but it's actually wrong from this side, And having to share that absolutely beautiful words there, I want to congratulate you for being so wise, for being so well spoken, and yet bubbly and so refreshing to be around. Absolutely love this vibe. Please keep it on for the rest of your life.
That's my 2025 energy. I'm
Oh,
coming
wow.
from the farmlands.
I thought we
From the
agreed
Midlands.
on no more New Year, new me, because
No,
we're all the same old
it's
us.
a new energy.
Okay.
It's a renewed energy and a new perspective and a new sense of, I have no idea what anyone is saying. A new sense of positivity.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to just hold that, harness that.
Salma Kazi, absolute pleasure having you on the afternoon jam. We hijacked the show. For him, it's not yet said he's not here.
It's a different
I
version of the show.
co-hosted the show with Faisal. Salma joined in. Now we got to Shagufta Khan. Ladies and gentlemen, applause, please. Woo. Shagufta, assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Can I tell you? I came for Salma Kazi. And she knows
She came just to greet me.
to greet you. You know why? Because
live on air. We are
live
even
on air,
recording this on
no, I was
Facebook.
scared. I
This
was
is gonna
scared
be a
of
memory.
Faisal. I don't want, oh, you can complain to Faisal. Oh, Shagufta was say hello and loitering me. I said, no, I was missing Salma because Salma and I have shared this souk all previous years. And I
Wow.
remember the crafter.
Yeah.
And Salma is sitting in the crafter.
Yeah.
And there is a picture of nice board of Salma as well. You remember that? Yeah. And then now today Salma is coming for the Al Ansar Pavilion, Radio Al Ansar. How did you feel first time when you look at it? I wanted to know that.
No, that's why I told Kelly, for me coming back again and you see all the familiar places
Yes.
and you
And
see
no,
them
no, no,
again
that's
and I'm
so
like,
beautiful.
hello, how are you?
No,
You're
I
still
mean
here.
like I'm talking about the radio
Oh, to
Al
come in.
Ansar, this pavilion.
I couldn't find it initially, but then they found.
You're looking for crafter.
Yeah, no, I was looking for
We
everybody.
have evolved, okay?
It
We
has
have
evolved. It
advanced
has
just like
evolved.
everybody else.
I wanted to tell that she is, you know, she said, I'm refreshed. I went for Midland. I want this. I want that. Actually, she is already oxygenated.
Oh, wow.
She's
Aren't we all?
oxygenated for, like, she got so much of positive energy from the farm because oxygen is already gone to each and every cell. And then she is coming 2025. She don't want to see you on 2024. She want to look
she don't
at
wanna
you
see
for
us.
2025 with so much of love, passion, and doing more and more. And as I have some funny stories about customers.
No, Shagufta. No time for funny stories here. I'm just going to put you on the spot and I'm going to ask you. You have a stall here, Expression by Shagufta at the Durban Summer Souk. Is the customer always right?
No. What I do.
Salma, you had your moment. Why are you recruiting people to the no?
No, you know what? But let me tell you, that's what I'm saying. Because I'm a beautician, work with ladies and everything, and they come, you know, I'm not lying to you. One customer came and she chatted with me about 20 minutes for one product.
Oh, my word.
When she was paying for one product, I said, I have to charge you double.
Oh, no, Shagufta. Why would you do that?
And I was smiling. I said, I have to charge you double.
Yeah.
20 minutes with the argument and debates.
Yeah.
And 120 for the product and 120 for the debate, what you were telling me about. I made it jovial. But
Yes.
let me tell you that it is not easy.
Yes.
Customers sometimes thinks they already bought you. And because of them,
Yes.
you are here.
Yes.
Right?
Very
They don't.
entitled.
Yeah. They don't bother about the work and
That goes
efforts
behind it, yes.
and your knowledge and whatever
Your
you put into
services,
that,
yes.
and they look like, oh, where's Shagufta? Hey, she's not here. Wait, I wanted this. She has to tell me like 24/7. I have to say, Ji Huzur. That's what I'm telling you. This is the attitude they have. But I still be humble, be nice, be
So
kind.
how do you manage that situation? How do you handle such a client, such a customer?
I have a cat. The minute they leave, I'll just take it out, everything on the cat. And they say, hey, you bloody da, 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 da. But you can't talk bad. And customer, there is a saying.
Yes.
Can I say?
Say it.
Mother-in-law and customers.
They're always right.
Always right.
What about the wife now? This is gonna become another debate.
That's another debate. But mother-in-laws, I'm talking about 1,000%, 100% confirm. Mother-in-laws and customers, always right.
Oh,
and
I
if
see
you
why
don't know the
two are
rule,
paired
if you don't know the
together.
rule,
I get it.
see the rule number one,
Oh,
they're
okay.
always right.
I see that now.
To save yourself. I'm telling you, key point.
Now, Shagufta and Salma, time is not on our side. Before we quickly wrap up, I want to ask you quickly, should we bring back arranged marriages? Yes or no? Shagufta.
Yes, we can, but because young children sometimes does not arrange marriage with the involvement of couples as well.
Yes, they should have a say.
They should have a say,
Oh, okay.
but the parents should get involved.
Yes, to guide them.
To guide them,
Yes.
because two different, very good topic, Kelly.
Yeah, we'll
Kelly,
continue this topic. I
Kelly.
can see Shagufta is hinting on me that she's got stories. Salma, quickly, should we bring back arranged marriages?
I think yes.
yes.
I think arranged
Yes.
marriages.
Why are you trying to
No.
recruit somebody to agree with you,
No,
Shagufta?
no. There's two answers to that question, twofold.
Yes.
I won't be long with it. Why I think it could potentially work in a way is because I think people are now struggling to meet people.
100%.
You're having a woman who are perhaps not as outgoing. Maybe they're not going to places where they're
Yes.
meeting. They don't date. They don't
Yeah.
do those kind of things. So you kind of need an auntie like Shagufta, for example,
Yes.
who would say, you know what, I know someone.
I know someone that
and then
will
to
work for
speak
you.
to someone who
Exactly.
can speak to someone and kind of make it happen for them. At the end of the day, it happens by the will of Allah.
Yes.
But sometimes that arranged thing can help. Not in the sense where you're forcing them,
Okay.
but sometimes you need that matchmaker. And I
Yeah.
think that can help in a day and age where you're not necessarily outgoing and meeting the people you need, potential suitors. I think then it can help.
And
Yes.
and it actually entails a point when the arranged marriages come. It's not a person is showing their whole false colors,
Yeah.
already shown the true colors. We know what is all about. Then we are doing the matchmaking. Okay, this person got this nature, this person got this nature, so it can match together.
I 100% think this topic should be continued some
Oh,
other day,
yes.
because there
Oh,
is
yes.
no way that you would tell me people that are seeking for arranged marriage would be transparent and honest with you and say, hey, you
No.
know, I snore. I don't like to pick up my socks. I don't like to pick up my towels. So I'm looking for somebody that is aware of these qualities. Everybody comes up polished. They're hiding the downfalls or the bad side of them, and they want to be displayed as somebody who is angelic or probably so good at whatever they do, and they want a perfect spouse to match their incredible qualities. However, we are all humans, but I love how you added that parents should be involved
Definitely.
when seeking for marriage or when finding a spouse, because they will provide you with guidance. However, they should not have the final say. And I think
Yes.
that is
Yes.
where we shall wrap it up.
Okay.
We'll continue with this topic. I'm not sure if in Shagufta's
No.
show or here on the afternoon.
Yeah,
jam,
no, but I wanted to say one thing.
Yeah.
One, my customer was not married, so she was asking me, "Oh, you didn't get married? No, I'm still looking for a Mr. Right." I said, "There is no Mr. Right. You just get the Mr. Put him right."
Well, that's the note to that we shall end the show on. Thank you so much to our techs on duty, Asif and Zaki here at the Durban Summer Souk, and Spaniso back in studio at West Road. Thank you to Salma. Thank you to Shagufta. Thank you to our station manager, Faisal. And thank you to myself. Yeah, because I was here. Thank you. Also, thank you to you listening to us from home, from wherever you have been listening. Thank you for choosing 94 FM as your best companion. We shall now sign out, and we say to you, say no to drugs, respect your parents, and be the best you can be. From me, Kelly Ramazani, and the team, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.